and go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. And this is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
Wonder if this pressure is perhaps getting to this young Oregon quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The SC offense about set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team's got a pretty good alternative. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. On the carry, it's Ferguson. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Gibbons. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure. And to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now a hook up downfield on second down. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Try to pound it in with Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Flynn, that's caught. Touchdown, USC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Trojans have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, he knocks him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Ducks come up now, first and 10.
That's the end of the...
Well, here we are, start of the fourth quarter. You're down on the scoreboard. Tommy Matthews is out. They need something to start clicking here real soon.
Brandon, you mind if I change headsets right now? Because I want to put on Coach Red O'Brien's and try and think along with him, because in my mind, he's saying to himself, I rotated quarterbacks all season. Now I'm asking this offense to put the game on their shoulders, and I've only got one of those quarterbacks.
I guess that's a little bit of a comfort zone, Charles, right? Just knowing that you have been in this situation where without Tommy Matthews, hey, we've played this other guy. We've had some success with him, so this territory not all too unfamiliar.
That is.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ducks have the lead. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. The SC offense about set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Flynn. Flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Donald Flynn.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on the play.
Spin 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Flynn. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To throw on 3rd down. Flynn. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st down, Ferguson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At the 38-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he can't get a throw off. off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year. Let's just focus on getting you healthy. One day at a time, right?
Yeah. Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's,
Something good, I hope?
well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, it seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
So the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it. But some things, you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt for me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but would my performance back it up? Oh, no. This cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but tell you what, you let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right, how'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're gonna be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Here we go, Shaq. Rocco 80. Focus. Ready? Get push through. Get that. Cougar knife. Ready? We're almost there. A little more. Ready? Check out. You're better than this. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, go! What was that? Let's go now. Hook. Yeah! Ready? Yeah! Woo! Yes! Yeah! Woo!
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. And we're back in the fourth round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
At your first training camp, who helped you adjust to NFL life?
No matter how ready you think you are, nothing really prepares you for the big leagues. So I appreciated having him as a guide, but I didn't realize just how much impact it would have over the course of my rookie year, on and off the field.
Well, we finally get to see at least one of our beloved Heartbreak kids in action on the field. Look, I'm a founding member of the Heartbreaker fan club, going all the way back to their high school days. So, needless to say, I for one have been dying to see them step onto an NFL field and show everyone what they can do since we last saw them lighting the world on fire in the college ranks. But as excited as I and the rest of the Heartbreakers are to see them take the field, it's a moment we may all have to wait for until next season.
The veteran players were encouraged to mentor the new guys on how to succeed and push us to be competitive, even in the preseason. I appreciated that he took me under his wing, and our extra reps after practice helped me get dialed in.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're at, okay? This means you go first. Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Bridgewater on 1st down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Ian Thomas.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Results in a 4th down.
Now this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And Charles, very interested to get a look and see what we have in this young quarterback drafted back in April.
He's a guy that impressed me. I watched a lot of tape of him in the lead up to the draft. Got a chance to meet him briefly at the Combine. And here are the bullet points of what I have as an evaluation for him. I think he's a leader, got a presence to him. We saw he motivated his team in college. Far from polished on the con side, okay? Decision-making, that needs to improve. A little bit quicker in his reads and his feet. Sometimes he can get a little bit happy. But I do think he's got a chance to be a quality number 2 to start this season. And a chance to be an NFL starter down the road.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
For Pero Cooper. Brings up 2nd and 10.
As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys have now moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They begin with a run by Davis, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Letting one go deep for Roberts, and it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. And we remember this quarterback well. As started his college days, opted to leave school early to enter the draft, and now he gets his chance to prove himself here.
And he's been looking forward to that for a long time, because there were people that questioned him leaving school early. They all thought he needed extra seasoning. I think we could say that about just about every college player. But to me, it was time. He needed to go. He was ready. He had accomplished everything that was possible on the collegiate level.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. The first down carry for Davis. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Ian Thomas.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a... And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter three. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Mike Davis, the ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's another.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
That's the 11-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play. Now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3.
Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25.
football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Mike Davis.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again here with Davis.
Mike Davis.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the crossing route, complete. That's Roberts. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Davis again, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
6-yard pickup.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Davis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 27-yard.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score Panthers 20.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Another try for Davis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say.
With a good first preseason matchup under my belt, Coach called me into his office. I was hoping for good news. I tried to come to terms with the fact that my view for the rest of the year would be from the sidelines, not the line of scrimmage. But life has a way of surprising you sometimes. My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was injured, and I was the next man up. It took everything I had to calm my nerves. The preseason is one thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time. Then we huddled up and headed out.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. So here we are, Charles, speaking of this rookie quarterback. He's had one training camp and, gosh, I don't know, about a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And he will tell you that he is calm, has everything under control, that the butterflies won't get him. But let's just be honest about it. They have to affect him at least a little bit. Let's see if he can handle it. Now, preseason, I thought he's a little bit up and down. But you mentioned the time he's had with the team, the time watching the starter play. Here's his opportunity, and I would expect the coaching staff to emphasize what he does well in their play calling.
So does that mean you think the playbook shrinks a little bit here?
I think they have to be careful about that because here's the thing. NFL defenses, if you shrink the playbook too much, then it just really strangles your opportunity to try and move the football. You can't be too simplistic. But at the same time, as I mentioned before, they will emphasize what he does best, try and call plays in that genre to help him out. Remember, he didn't know he was going to be a starter until late in the week, so he didn't have much time to prepare. That meant his coaching staff had to go overtime in order to prepare a game plan for him.
And worth remembering, this is likely just a one-week audition, if you will, here, because it doesn't look like a long-term injury. On second down, McCaffrey, he will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Being chased out, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback. So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Panther first.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over?
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the 1st play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 7. intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Completes it to Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Goal, Carolina.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But really...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jason Witten. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jason Witten. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A second broken tackle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's going to be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you...
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
I can still remember the excitement in the locker room after my first regular season game. The hugs, the handshakes, and most of all the words of encouragement from my mentor. It was great to know my teammates recognized my performance out on the field, and I was ready to show them things were going to get even better. It was a tough break for the injured guy, but this was huge for me. The press wanted a quote, which is how things happen like they did. Smiled for a few last photos and left the podium. Later that day, I checked the headlines and was shocked to see one in particular about my press conference.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at this is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.